Just the Tips.
All right, everybody, it's Adam and Mike, episode 51 of Just the Tips podcast. Here we go.
Yeah, dude, nice sign behind you there.
You like that?
Yeah.
This is not made by Ken from Custom Wedgwoods.
I hope not.
The windows for the simulator were back ordered. So it started. We got a little bit of rain here in the Northeast, thank God.
Yeah, finally got rain.
So I had to put up something. So I had that, and I had a couple cans of spray paint. So the rough template for the Just the Tips window
I like it.
sign. Thanks, dude.
Yeah.
I
I hope we can do better when it's all done. So
I watch those graffiti videos, and behind the Maximum Results Fitness Studio, there's like a retaining wall that the town commissions to have like graffiti artists to come and put like a cool mural. And watching those guys, it's absolutely incredible. You see this crappy, drippy, freaking this. I thought I'd be all cool and try.
Yeah,
listen,
no. They got special nozzles and everything like that. They're not messing around.
Do they?
Oh yeah. They got like different nozzles that spray like fine or wide and edges and all this stuff. It's an art. It's an art.
It's 100% an art, and there's a very cool documentary that Jamie and I watched about the guys who spray paint trains. Like the shipping containers, and about how their special tag, and they spend the whole day with like quite honestly like their family tagging these trains, and then the train cargo containers go all over the country, so when you're in Kingston and you're stuck behind the train, you see that graffiti. It could be from guys from LA or El Paso or Florida or
that's
wherever.
That's pretty cool. I didn't know there was a documentary on that.
Yeah. Yep.
Cool.
Anyway. So quick shout out to our sponsors and 12 Days of Christmas participants. But hey, listen, Shaft Wraps put together another fantastic video. They're using your pitching wedge, your sand wedge, in their main videos. It's like
nice.
They have their different collections, and then they have some like major sponsors like the PGA, a couple other things, but Just the Tips wedge is on the Shaft Wraps.
Mikey Fairways. Mikey just off the fairways.
No, listen, dude, man, we played the other day, and you were crushing the ball. I mean, hard, straight down the middle. So I like Mikey Fairways. Nothing wrong with that.
Yeah. Sundog. Gotta give a big shout out to Sundog because we 30% off. Listen, what they're running right now is up to 40% off of most things on their site, and then 30% off with let me get this right. It's SDBF SD for Sundog. BF
Black Friday.
30 JTT.
For 30% off, and JTT.
Anything. Yeah.
Because we're the ones that told you. So, already the Christmas shopping, the text messages of going back and forth. Adam, what do you want for Christmas? Hey, what are we going to get so-and-so for Christmas?
Yeah.
Like a pair of sunglasses. By the way, my mother-in-law, who is an avid supporter of Jamie Paddock and Adam Paddock and the Paddock family. I don't know why I said it like that, but I think she likes us. She hit me up with hey, what do you want for Christmas? And I sent her Saturday skins and used the code JTT. Baby. I go, dude, I said, because she wants to get me something. Like, she'll get cigars and spend a lot of money on cigars, or something for golf and spend a lot of money on golf. I don't want to spend a ton of money on me. But also get me something I want. Saturday skins, get me a medium. You pick any one of the 1,000 crazy designs they have. I'm going to be tickled to death with it.
Yeah, and that's the thing too, is like, you just talked about it not being crazy expensive, right? Like, we're talking about a $30 shirt, right? It's $35, right? But if you use the code just the tips 15, you get 15% off. Comes out to $29.50. I think we figured it out to be $30. Awesome shirt, great gift.
Yeah, for real. So thank you to to Saturday Skins, and we have a code for Saturday Skins too, right?
Yeah, just the tips 15.
Yep. And then and like I said, I don't want to interrupt the flow of our sponsors, but you and I went clothes shopping the other day.
Yeah. You're the first person I've gone clothes shopping with since I was like in high school, by the way.
So I go with my daughter a lot.
Well, yeah, but that don't count. But I mean, I don't buy stuff for me when I do that.
No. But we'll go shopping together, and she's got a really good eye for like clothes and fashion and stuff like that. So I enjoy going shopping with her. Normally I'll run into a store, grab what I need, and run out. But
that's definitely
me. But we needed a specific article of clothing, so we go to everybody's favorite sporting goods store.
Don't even give it a shout out. Don't even.
No. Local big box sporting goods store, and we go in and they have the Walter Hagen collection. And we're looking for just a golf hoodie, and they're getting
now, mind you, it's mid-November.
Bucks.
It's mid-November. Golf season's over. They've probably been sitting on that rack all year. $75.
$75. But then we got really excited because right next to it was a big clearance rack. And I don't know about you, Mike. I grew up where you walked past the regular clothes, or if you were in a shoe store, you walked past the regular shoes, and you went directly to the clearance items, right?
Yeah.
So their golf clearance section was like up to 90% off the lowest ticketed price. And God rest her soul, my grandmother held big chain stores.
I wish your grandmother was with us.
Dude, because when we're looking at Travis Matthews stuff and it's like lowest ticketed price, $25. Like that's pretty good for a t-shirt. I'm like, God, I don't need a Travis Matthews t-shirt. But if it's $25 with 90% off, what should it be?
$2.50.
Yeah, we get up there. This kid is like, nah, it's $25. And I'm like, but it's got the yellow tag on it. And he's like,
he goes,
nah.
well, the yellow tag is saying that the 25 is the 90. So I'm like, so you're going to tell me that this is $250 shirt? I'm like, none of the math was mathing. It wasn't mathing. Okay. And I was just like, I wanted to argue with this 18-year-old kid, but I was like, nah, you know what? Not even worth it. I don't even want the shirt. I was just going to get it because it was an extra t-shirt for $2.50, but no.
I didn't need it at all, but I'm so cheap. It was such a good deal. We get up there, he starts ringing up like $300 worth of clothes. I'm like, what happened to the 90% off? Yeah. Anyway, but then, shout out to Marshalls. Like I said,
we'll give Marshalls a shout out.
with their, although I end up with a shirt. I get up to the cash register, and the lady's like, "Oh, you bought a jockey hoodie?" I said, "Yeah." And by the way, before we get too far, just so you know, I'm not real super cheap. We got Grayson here.
Grayson, yeah.
We got the Grayson. Okay.
Yeah, but you got that with Club Cash.
What am I going to do? I'm going to win tournaments. I'm going to win cash. I'm going to buy expensive hoodies. But when I go to buy them with cash money, we go to Marshalls, and the lady at the checkout's like, "Wow, I didn't know Jockey was still making men's clothes." I know 100%. I ended up with a woman's pajama top. Yep. It's lovely. It's so soft. It's form-fitting.
I don't even know. It's a woman's shirt because that clothing doesn't exist in men's clothing.
I like the way it flares out at the hips. That's all I'm going to say.
It's got the thumb pockets that only the little thumb holes that only women's hoodies have. Exactly. That's a woman's hoodie.
So if you had the thumb hole and you could put your golf glove over top of that, you know how nice and airtight you'd be, So anyway, I got a jockey hoodie for like $1.
So that's for the Strantzgiving Trip.
Yep.
Speaking of the Strantzgiving Trip.
So run the. So this is going to be our last podcast before we're knee deep in the Strantzgiving Trip.
Yeah.
Strantzgiving. Strantzapalooza.
Strantzgiving. So today we're shooting this on Friday, right? Today's the 22nd, coming out on the 24th, Sunday the 24th.
Yep.
Next Sunday, we're going to be playing Tot Hill Farm. I have on the calendar live podcast at Tot Hill Farm.
Oh, really?
Now, I have it on there. That doesn't mean we have to. We're not going to have much time, but here's the deal.
We got lots of time.
I'm going to say this right now. I have shoot podcasts on Thanksgiving, but I just have it on automatic every Thursday. Friday's Royal New Kent. Okay. In Providence Forge, Virginia.
Not Pigeon Forge, not where Dollywood is, but
Providence Forge in Virginia. Okay, just east of Richmond. Then that night we drive to Sanford, North Carolina. Stay the night. Play Tobacco Road. We have all day there. We're not going anywhere. It's Tobacco Road. We can shoot podcasts live at Tobacco Road. How's that sound?
I'm in. I don't know why we don't shoot a podcast every day.
Let me show you. Let me show you why. See this thing? This is an SD card reader. I know you don't know what these look like. Okay. This is an SD card reader, and they my computer and my phone don't like it very much. It's not very efficient to get that uploaded into the internet world.
So just hear me out, right? We got a 3-hour drive after Royal New Kent to Tobacco Road. We'll shoot the podcast in the car.
No.
And then upload it that night with the
Terrible
Hilton Honors
acoustics.
Wi-Fi.
Terrible acoustics. Yeah, maybe if we get if we use like one of their office computers at the hotel.
All right, there you go. The Commodore 64.
The podcast live, not live, but we will film it at Tobacco Road Saturday, and it'll be uploaded Sunday. Tot Hill Farm, True Blue, Ocean Course, then Bulls Bay.
Maybe.
Moment of silence for Bulls Bay. Dying
So here's
off
the thing.
of the list.
Just because we have a minute, what did you think of the Tyson fight?
Oh, it was a pillow fight. It was fixed.
Right.
It was crap. It was garbage.
But the one thing I liked about it was I watched the documentary about Jake Paul, and I'm not a big Jake Paul guy. I'm, internet influencer trying to manipulate people to get money. We don't like that around here, right, Mike? But what I did like is he's a big one for visualization, right? And he's saying, I'm writing on my vision board every day. I'm going to beat Mike Tyson. I'm going to beat Mike Tyson. Whether he fixed it or not, on the live television and grainy pixelization, he beat Mike Tyson, right? Everybody can see it. It happened. That's what the record says.
Right.
So Bulls Bay is the most private of private Stranz courses ever.
So there's 2 private Stranz courses, and this is the only private Stranz course on the East Coast.
So I looked at the website today, and it said, I looked under membership, because I go, listen, we're going to play this thing. We might as well just buy a membership. No big deal. Or just kind of like a timeshare. Maybe we'll tell them we're getting a membership, and we get a free round while we're looking, and we go, no, this isn't to our standards, right? And we can even pretend like we're like a couple. Like, what do you think, honey? No, I don't like the par threes, And then we'll just
Who's
bounce,
the man
right?
in this relation? It's definitely me.
Anyway, but here's the thing, right? So I go on, and the membership says we're completely booked, and our waiting list is so long we're no longer putting people on the waiting list.
So here's what it says. I'll read it word for word. Bulls Bay membership is full. Membership is currently full with a hefty waiting list. We are no longer taking interviews or applications for membership at this time. Please feel free to check back at a later date. Now, mind you, I looked at this a year ago, and it said the same exact thing. That's how full they are. That's how full they are.
So here's the thing, right? So we had our friends who are pros and general managers at other Stranz courses call down for us, right? And what was the general consensus once they called?
Not happening. They do have a fair amount of public play, whether it's members bringing guests or allowing outside play happen often, shutting it down. You know, they too much outside play. They no longer are allowing outside play.
Yep. So I go on the website today, and I find out, because you told me, hey, the owner's not letting people out. I go, well, if there's an owner, then we can talk to him. We can plead our case that we're one course shy. So I look him up on LinkedIn, and this guy, first off, he's a high-end corporate lawyer. He's worked for on cases against big tobacco. Do you remember that?
Oh yeah, dude. Oh yeah.
When they sued the tobacco,
are those lawyers?
So he sued the tobacco industry and won. His law firm is also specializes in asbestos litigation, the mesothelioma guy that you see on TV at night, and they're going after the opioid families that you know. So this guy's rolling in money. You see his LinkedIn page, real solid, but that's not his passion. Do you know what his passion is?
Designing or building architecture of golf courses.
And it's the Maverick company, dude.
So
it's him and a bunch of guys. Yeah. And he's like one of the head guys of this Maverick construction company that named after Mike Strantz. Their logo is a Mike Strantz logo, and even their list of accomplishments in there is like, we did the bunkers at Caledonia. We did the tee boxes at Tot Hill Farms. We were the ones that were responsible for the renovation at Royal New Kent, right? So these guys love Mike Strantz.
Look at you starting to nerd out. Look at you nerding out about Mike Strantz, baby. I love it.
They love Mike Strantz. We love Mike Strantz. We should be together, man. We should like, you know, be in like symbiotic. So the good news is I found the address of the law firm, and it's in Charleston. So I'm just saying, why don't we just swing by there on the way through?
Swing by and
knock on the door.
Mr. Rice is gonna just answer us.
He's got a secretary. You know, he's probably in the thing.
Are you gonna be that guy where the secretary? You're like, oh, I'm here for a meeting. He's in a meeting, sir. And you're just like, no, it's fine. I'm Adam from Just a Tip, sir. That's gonna be you.
100%. Bottom line, though, because we're drinking.
This will only take a minute.
So I know you don't know who I am, but my name's Adam Paddock, and I love Mike Strantz.
Look at the shirt.
So Bull Bay is going to be a problem.
So needless to say is after you go to that office, you're not making the rest of the trip, or do I got to bring bail money?
Well, I'm going to say you're familiar with the penal system of Charleston, South Carolina, I'm sure.
I've had my little fair share.
So, like I said, you know where to pick me up. Anyway. But outside,
all right, so as of right now, Bulls Bay is a no-go. So the Strantzgiving Trip is now getting a rebranded to playing all 6 public Strantz courses on the East Coast.
Mike, I love that. I
don't love it, but it's the next best thing. It's the next best.
No, at least it's got a title though. So
and the ocean course.
It's a mouthful. So Strantzgiving public courses plus the ocean course giving. Right?
Giving.
All right.
Yes.
Anyway. All right.
But here's the deal, and we can throw a couple more asterisks in. So that's leaving us a day open on our trip. Okay, so we have 2 choices. We can either bump everything back a day. So we have Caledonia and Stonehouse. Right? We can bump Caledonia back to the day that Bulls Bay was and Stonehouse back a day.
Yep.
Right? Although we have some of that set. I didn't get hotels for the latter part of the trip yet. Or we can fill that day with something else. Now, if we want to stick with the Strantz theme, Strantz studied under Tom Fazio, right? Fazio designed... So Fazio designed Osprey Point at Kiowa, which is, minus the ocean course, my favorite course on Kiowa Island. It's a beautiful course. It's a very resort course, but I love it. I also shot an 80 there. This is like my first 80 ever. So I love that course for that reason. Also, on the other side of Charleston, over towards Mount Pleasant, is Wild Dunes. Now, Wild Dunes, and I don't want to butcher this Wikipedia version of it, so I will. I'll look it up right now.
By the way, the Maverick team has helped work on Wild Dunes. I saw that.
Right. So here it is right here. So Fazio was designing Wild Dunes, and Strantz was under him on site, and I believe. Yeah, so Fazio was designing Wild Dunes, and I believe he went to have to go like work on another project, and he was like, Mike, finish this up for me. Right? Not me, Mike Strantz. And so basically Strantz like finished Wild Dunes. So if we want to stay with the Strantz theme, we can go play Wild Dunes, we can play Osprey Point, whatever, or Bulls Bay, do your thing.
I say we just pull up the Bulls Bay, walk in, plead our case. Also, I started following.
Just walk in on day, dressed to the nines, be like, "Yo, we're here. We're here."
Exactly. Yep.
10 o'clock.
Adam and Mike from the Stemp Meter Association. We have to play the course today to inspect that your stemp is accurate. It's a USGA thing you wouldn't understand, but we'll grab that cart. We'll be back in.
We'll answer your questions when we come back in 5 hours.
So Osprey Point has my ears up. The Dunes has my ear up. But here's the thing that I think of. Like Fazio is a great designer, but Strantz. Do you know that Leonardo da Vinci, right? He was an apprentice painter under this guy who was a famous painter back in the day, and just like Mike Strantz, the Fazio, he'd say, I got like 85% of this painting done. You button it up, sign my name to the bottom, get this thing out for sale, right? Yeah. So if you ever see this famous painting, it's this, this lady and this guy, they're kind of hanging out. But in the bottom is this little cherub, this little angel. And the rest of the painting looks like complete garbage because the little cherub, the little angel that Leonardo da Vinci painted is so unbelievable. It makes the rest of the painting look like garbage.
Do you even know who the other guy was?
Yeah, he's got a name. I don't know his name, but it was Leonardo's
Do people know
mentor.
Who he is?
Yeah.
Is he
if you're... No, he's not like a name you'd recognize. He's not like a... but if you were deep into that, so when we go there, is there going to be like one bunker that's like, oh, that was Mike Strantz's bunker? Dude, I can see a tee box
at Osprey. I don't know because it's a resort course through houses and that typical kind of resort.
Yeah.
I mean, don't get me wrong, it's a beautiful course. At Wild Dunes, dude. I would even go safe to say is like 75% done, and Strantz is like sitting there and he waits for Fazio to leave. He's like, all right, he's gone. Let's redo all of this. Do you know what I mean? He's like this. Like, dude, there's bunkers on this course. I think I lost like 8 balls there the last time I played, and I think he like went back and he was like, he's like this, he did this wrong, or I don't like that, and he just redid it. Like, I would be surprised. I wouldn't be surprised if that was the case.
All right. Well, like I said, we got a couple of days to figure it out, but we have options, and that's the important thing. So Osprey Point could be awesome, but Wild Dunes could be awesome, or we could just go to.
So Wild Dunes has 2 courses. They have what do they have? They have like a links and then a harbor. And I don't remember which one I played, but it was cool. But that was me knowing about Strantz.
It sounds like 36 is what that sounds like.
That was me being a Strantz fan and not knowing who Strantz was. So, but looking back, I'm like, I remember like being in awe with some of the green complexes and the bunkers and stuff like that. So you could definitely notice his touch on that little angel down in the corner.
Yeah, dude, I'm just looking forward to it. We'll figure it out. But we got a bunch of podcasts coming out. We'll shoot a few along the way. We'll enjoy ourselves. We got nothing to do but play golf. Play golf and and enjoy ourselves. So, like I said, the content though, it's going to carry us the whole winter. That and some simulator stuff, and then the next thing you know, we're going to be in Florida. Next thing you know, it's going to be the spring again. And like I said, we got big plans for 2025.
Speaking of simulator, dude, how we doing?
Really, really, really good. So by tomorrow, I'll have the entire outside project done. Siding.
You'll be done with the outside.
So
what about
the
all
whole
the
goal
leaking?
Well, again, not a contractor by trade, so I was really, really glad that it rained because I knew there'd be something along the way as far as water goes. So the other morning I walk out in the heavy rain and I got water pouring in the corner here. And I go, you gotta be kidding me, right? So I get out there in the freezing cold in the water and I realized that when I redid the roof line a little bit, I dropped it down. I didn't take the gutter off. So I basically took the gutter from being tilted to square and the water's running off. It's just staying in the gutter on this side and it's leaking out of the gutter and it's leaking in. So I pulled the gutter off, I tipped it, and the water's running out of there fantastic. I still have a little drainage issue outside the house or outside the foundation. Like if I look down here right now, it's a little wet and I'd like to mitigate that. But I figure if I dig out the flower beds, put down plastic, gravel, do it the right way, it'll be fine. So the great thing about it raining so hard the last couple of days is I was able to fix the water problem, but I almost have all the outside, the vinyl done, the little roof that we put in, and then there's a little porch off the back, off the side. That'll all be done. So by Thanksgiving, everything but the inside will be finished. Then you and I will go away. We'll come back in December, and then before Christmas, I'll have the inside complete, and we're done.
That's my Christmas present.
It is, yep.
All right.
Christmas morning, you'll be down here hitting balls. Yeah. Speaking of which, though, shout out to my dad, who's like, hey, how's it going? I'm like, great. He's like, hey, it's a training thing. He's like, I have a training aid. My dad's not doing well, with his back and stuff like that. He's like, if you want this training aid, you're more than welcome to it. And I'm like, what is it? What could he possibly have? Dude. The Falconwood swing trainer, warm-up swing and grip trainer. So, like I said, it's probably from 1979.
Still unopened.
It's still unopened.
Sell that thing
box.
on eBay.
It's like a Lionel train set from the 70s. But the good. Well, you want to do an unboxing right here? Because I haven't opened it yet.
Yeah, right? Dude. It
says here, it teaches proper wrist action and release. Training grip promotes correct hand position, adjustable head and weight, and it builds strength. So, ooh.
Yeah.
There we go.
I always wonder why it was bent, though.
I have zero idea.
Maybe so you don't rock yourself in the knee with it?
Maybe. This thing's heavy as hell. It's a little short. I'm going to keep this in the back of my car in case I'm in a bad neighborhood.
Yeah.
But what's the yellow one? Is what the hell's the name of that one? The one with the yellow tip at the end.
Oh, the Momentous.
There's Momentous. No, there's the good one, but you gotta put. You gotta buy the app to go along with Speed Stick. Yeah, or Speed Stack. Anyway, ticket price $19.99, free for my dad. I saved it from him from putting it on Marketplace, and now just like the Rick, I'm starting to get.
Dude, look at you. You only have like 299 more to go.
That's it. I'm one down though.
Dude, Lisa's dad is the same way, right? Like we had like a barbecue last summer, 2 summers ago in the backyard. And he's like, you need me to bring anything? I'm like, yo, just bring a cooler and a chair and whatever. He's like, I got lawn games too. I'm like, whatever you want. So he brings over lawn darts, but they don't make lawn darts with the spikes on them, the points on them anymore. They make them like a soft ball head. He had a new unopened box from like 1994 of old school lawn darts, and we were tossing those things around, dude. I'm like, I don't know if I want to open this thing, man.
They were called jarts, right?
Yeah,
With the
jarts.
J.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
So when we were kids, we got a set of jarts, me and my sister, but we play a game. I'm not sure if you're familiar with it, which is called throw the jart straight up in the air and run, right? Because this weighted jart would go.
Or sometimes you
down.
just didn't do it. You didn't throw it up in the air on purpose. You would throw it and it'd like hook on your finger and it'd go straight up in there. Like, oh, heads up.
So
I think that's probably why they stopped making them that way.
Dude, there's probably a bunch of kids in the Midwest with like dents in the side of their head, like still to this day, you know. But my sister did toss that thing up in the air, and it got away from her, and she threw it into our above ground pool, and the weight of it splashed through the pool and pierced the bottom. Now it was like September or October. We should have probably had the cover on the pool, and we didn't. My sister freaked out and like ran away. Like, again, we're probably 10 and I'm probably 12. She runs away. My dad makes me get in the pool, right, to patch the thing. Dude, it must have been like 60 degrees out. The temperature of the pool is like 50 degrees. And I'm there putting the patch in the bottom. Yep. So lawn darts. Shout out to our dads.
Listen, there was two more things you wanted to talk about. We'll talk about. Go ahead.
No, I'm ready.
Coming once we come back from Strantz's trip.
Yeah. So one of the things is you and I we feature a lot of folks that work on golf courses, and I think it's one of the great things that we do for the channel, whether it's interviews with guys like John Winter or our upcoming thing with Ben. We've had a lot of really cool people on there, but we all know the unsung heroes of the golf course is the greenskeeping and maintenance staff.
Oh, the maintenance staff, man.
Yeah, without them, we don't have golf. You can have a bad clubhouse, you can have a bad pro shop, but if you have a great golf course, you still have a really nice opportunity. But if you have a bad golf course, it doesn't matter how good the clubhouse is. It doesn't matter how good the pro shop is. So our greenskeeper Jason, we got talking back and forth, and he said, "Yeah, we're a little bit busy right now, but come on out in December, and we'll do a series with the guys." And I can't wait to talk to them. Not only about like, hey, what's the day in the life of a greenskeeper like? Because I'm sure it's not as glamorous as it looks out there, but they must see some wild crap. They must come out there some days like, are you kidding me?
Yeah.
And I
would love to hear some of the stories.
And I want the answer to one simple question, which is, who puts the pins where and why? And are they ever hungover or mad or their wife yelled at them and that's what they're doing when they put that crazy pin location in that you can't get to? So I'm excited, dude. Go hang out.
I'd like to know the answer to that question, but also just like like the behind the scenes part of it. Hey, they're mowing the grass before, like they're done mowing before the first pro shop guy gets there. You know what I mean? It's like they're done. I talked to a guy because one of the cart dudes, I needed air in my push cart wheels. I was like, "Has anybody got a pump around here?" He's like, "Let me take it." And he took it down to the shed, to the maintenance shed, and he came back. He's like, "Oh, we just caught him." And I'm telling you, dude, it's maybe 1 o'clock, probably like 12, but it was close to like a 12 or a 1. He was like, "Oh yeah, they're out of here by then." If you hear that they're out of here by noon or out of there by 1, you're like, "Yeah, really?" But then you don't realize like they're there at 3 or 4. You know what I mean? Yeah. So that's pretty crazy. Yep. They're out of there by 12 and putting in a full day's work.
When you see them like turning the course out for a tournament, whether it's like the member guest or the Hurricane or something, and you realize they busted their ass all week, and then on the weekend, like at dusk, you're seeing them out there rolling the greens. And then you get there, you think you're the first person there, and they're out there double cutting and rolling the greens again to get them up, rolling at these crazy, dude. And
they do all this work. I bet they might not want to say this, but they do all this work for some assholes to come around and hack it around, dude. Just hack up their course. They're like, I could imagine like just the superintendent having one of those like trail cams on like on a tree and just like, let's watch what this asshole does today, you know?
Yeah. Listen, and it's funny because a lot of these guys they don't even play golf. They don't, and then some of them love golf very deeply. So I can't wait to get out there and hang out with these guys. We're gonna have an absolute blast.
Yeah, it'll be a good time.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think just having the camera running, walking in, checking out the dude. I'm excited to see the mowers.
I know you're a big lawn guy. You
Yeah.
know. So all right, cool.
All right. Anything else?
Last thing, just a 12 Days of Christmas reminder. And again, if you made it this far on the podcast, you're obviously a loyal fan of the channel. We have 3 giveaways December 1st. Just, Tot Hill Farms, True Blue, and Caledonia. Each one is a separate foursome giveaway that you can use anytime in 2025. The trick to it, though, is you got to go on and like and subscribe and comment. That's the biggest thing. Like on TikTok, you get folks that, like the post, and I'm like, why don't you take 2 seconds and just go, put like, hey, enter me in the contest, or thank you for putting this out, or I hope I win, or something like that.
Yeah, and again, the thing I'm seeing on Instagram is, people commenting, not following us.
Yep.
So you're not in it. As much as I hate to do it, but like just give us a follow, give Tot Hill Farm a follow, give Caledonia True Blue a follow, give all the courses a follow, give everybody a follow. Follow everybody.
It doesn't cost anything to follow, right?
Yeah, I don't know why people are stingy with their follows.
Yep.
You know what
And
I
by
mean?
the way, I just had one the other day. I don't normally enter contests because I think they're all fugazi, but this one kind of blew me away. I don't know if you saw him. I shouldn't shout out somebody else's thing, but there's a media company that is giving away a weekend at Pinehurst. It's like hotel and
Really?
everything. But you have to go on. You got to sign up for their stupid email. Now for the rest of my life, I'm going to be getting emails from this media company that I don't. And it's not a social media company. It's like, if you wanted to buy advertising or a billboard or something.
Oh, yeah?
I mean, I hope I win. I probably won't. But now
You're committed.
signing up for one of those things is like getting herpes. Like you're stuck with this the rest of your life. You can't get rid of this spam that's coming in. I
You
decided
just click
to do that.
unsubscribe, bro.
Sometimes it works, sometimes it
Yeah, that's
doesn't.
true.
I don't have the time to get into a fight with it. It goes into a spam folder anyway, and then when I'm out of storage on my phone, I look and I go, oh, it's because I have 55,000 spam emails because I was trying to win a freaking thing. This
That they
isn't
never
that,
ever
guys.
gave
This
away
is-
anyway. They never
This
gave it
is
away.
they don't, man. They're making stuff up. We have the certificates in our hot little
yeah.
hands. Go
Yeah.
on, like, subscribe, comment, share it with your friends, tag your buddies who want to go.
December 1st.
Yeah, it's a couple of days away. So Thanksgiving Day, you're sitting around, your father-in-law is giving you a hard time. Look down at your phone, like and subscribe.
Giving it away
tell
on
him you're taking him
December
golfing with us.
1st.
Yeah, it's easy.
Real giveaway. Real giveaway.
Yep. So anyway,
All right.
Anyway, dude, listen, I'm freezing to death out here because we don't have heat and insulation out here yet. It's kind of cold. So
Yeah.
like I said, this has been a lot of fun.
Yeah, man.
Looking forward to buttoning it up though. All right.
Yeah. All right.
Next podcast from the Strantzgiving Trip.
Yeah, Tobacco Road.
Let's go. All right. I'm Adam.
I'm Mike. Just the tips.
Just the tips.
Just the tips.